And that was Squid with their track Paddling off their 2021 album Bright Green Field, released on Warped Records. Good morning, listeners of Coffee Noise. Today is the 21st of February 2023, and if you can't believe it, it's another Tuesday morning. Alright, good day to y'all. It is 9:36 in the morning. Let's take a look at the weather for today. Right now in Edinburgh, it is a comfortable 76 degrees right now. It's pretty windy outside. We have a high of 88 for today, looking more in the late afternoon, so perfect for an evening run or an evening go for the gym. Rest of the week, we're going to be pretty high, looking at the 90s to 80s degrees. So pretty comfortable weather. I would say that for myself. Let's talk about the coffee for today. Same as last week, I have a vanilla light roast. I believe I bought this from Target, and then half and half, 100% dairy, with 2 packets of sweetener. I like the caramel macchiato creamer. It's just a bit too sweet in the morning. I prefer that like midday. But you know what? Hey, it's not the worst. Let's look over the artists we have for playing for today. Like I said, you just listened to Squid. Other artists we have on the roster for today, we have Black Wing. We also have Shoo Shoo, Sugar Ross, Duster, and we're ending it off for today with Panchico. Let's talk about the theme for the week. This theme is going to be cherry pie, sweet and tart. Later, actually, I might just get it out of the way. This, I believe, Thursday, it's going to be the 24th. It's going to be 33 years since the show Twin Peaks has been Twin Peaks was showed out to the world on ABC in the 1990s. Anyone who knows me, I am a big Twin Peaks fan. I really am. I just love David Lynch shows, and that's why I did the whole intro. Like, I don't know if any of y'all see his morning shows. I just like David Lynch. He's a weird art filmmaker, but he's the one that really got me into art. Other things in music news for today. As y'all know, I'm a big Black Country New Road fan. And yes, we had the live concert performance of their performance in Bush Hall, taking place on 3 dates. Beautiful lineup, really great show. Really shows the vocal capabilities of uh, Tyler Hyde, Mary, as well as Lewis Evans. I'm really looking forward to what else they guys show up for. And I'm really hoping the live performance gets posted on streaming as well as a vinyl variant because as a Black Country New York fan, I will be buying it. And they just released some new merch, so I'm definitely gonna have a peek at those later for today. Mm. Nothing beats morning coffee, you know, and yeah, nothing really beats coffee. I was gonna say, well, there's other things, but tea, morning tea, not really. I mean, I like tea, but is it really worth the morning? I'd say more like a afternoon, evening snack with some biscuits on the side. You know, not American biscuits, like British biscuits. You know, like the hard cookies, technically biscuits or whatever they're called. It's just a piece of cracker, anything like that. Yeah, I like tea. I think my favorite tea is probably gonna be green tea, though. Mm. So yeah, green tea's good. There's also that pomegranate. The one with pomegranate, that one's really good, especially with cold water on a hot summer day. Oh, it's beautiful, really beautiful. As well as Earl Grey tea. That's probably my 3 teas. Actually, no. No, I lied. There's also orange spice tea. Those are like the 4 that every time I go to the store, I will look for those, and because they just taste amazing. And if it tastes good, why change it? You know what I'm saying? All right, let's look into the next track we have next for you. We're going to be playing Sleep Apneiac by Black Wing, released on the 2020 album No Moon on the Flenser record label. Remember, you're tuned in to Coffee Noise with DJ Marlin, so let's get right into the music. This song really takes a sample, I believe, like the old ballroom music. It reminds me of The Shining. You understand when you hear it. All right, let's get into the music right about now. All right, and that was Black Wing. That was released on the Flenser record label, founded in 2010 by Jonathan Toot. It is a San Francisco based record label. Describing itself as a dark music label. Notable artists that have been on the roster include Have a Nice Life, Death Heaven, Playing for Burial, Chat Pile, and recently Yuboa. I forgot what her album was called, something with depression. It's one of my favorite electronic albums. I think everyone should listen to that. And Dan Barrett is a member of Have a Nice Life. He also has two solo projects. One of them being Black Queen, of what you just heard, the more electronic sound. And his other project is of Giles Corey, named after Giles Corey, who was executed during the Salem witch trials. I forgot when was the date, but yeah, it's a really dark album, but I think it's a classic album, as well as the movie. The Crucibles, I believe that's what it's called. Really good film. I watched it like a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Ooh yeah, I like this film like a bit too much." So, like I said, this theme was going to be cherry pie because, like I said, on the 21st, it'll be 33 years since Special Agent Dale Cooper entered the small town of Twin Peaks in northern state Washington to investigate the mysterious death of Laura Palmer. I'm a big Twin Peaks fan. I have the all three seasons on DVD. I believe I also have the movie, and I have a couple of memorabilia. There's a couple of trinkets here and there related to Twin Peaks. And the soundtrack of the show is one of my favorite soundtracks, hands down. Both David Lynch was a key part in the directing how the sound would go. The two artists are on the soundtrack. Let's see, their name was Julie Cruz and Angelo Badalamenti. Rest in peace to both of them. They unfortunately passed away last year, and God, that video of Badalamenti describing how the theme was created, it was really beautiful. I mean, David Lynch, I'm gonna sound like a pretentious film bro. I don't care. He's a genius. I love Eraserhead, Mulholland Drive. What's another film of his? Blue Velvet, I believe it was called. That's the one with Colin McLaughlin. I like that film. What was another one? Rabbits. That was like a short, weird web series. That one gave me some nightmares. But it's like, if anything, it gave me nightmares. It's like, okay, this is amazing. There's no denying it. So yeah, the next track we're going to be playing is going to be Falling, but it's going to be covered by Shoo Shoo. Originally in 2016, the Queensland Gallery of Modern Art commissioned the band to make the covers because they were doing an art exhibition of David Lynch. No, in 2015 actually. It was in 2016 that the band actually took the covers and took them to a studio recording wise. The album, I believe it's called, let's see here, The Music of Twin Peaks, released by Polyvinyl Record Company. Shoo Shoo is one of those weird experimental artists that I just absolutely love. I love the weird noise they go for. Just horrible synth sounds, and I love it. I am for it. And the next track is you know those people on the internet who says like, "Oh, I listen to everything except rap and country." The next track, we're gonna test that. We're going to test that to see if you're really about that. Keep up the same energy. Look. Let's be honest. There's good music in country and there's good music in rap. Stop like, ooh, it's like, come on, you don't look good. It's like, sure, does mainstream kind of suck? I'll give you that, but the internet's a pretty deep, dark trench. There's like a lot of alleys you can go down to. But for those people who still say that, who still believe that, especially those indie kids, I know who you are because I was one of those in middle school. Keep that same energy up. But the next track, let's see how it goes. Let's see, call it like a social experiment, something like that. I'm a psychology student. That's probably a very unethical experiment, but still, keep up the same energy because y'all actually sometimes piss me off. All right, let's get into the track right now. Okay, so that was Falling by the cover by Shoo Shoo. Like I said, I probably scared off some people. It's like, ooh, I don't listen to everything except country rap. I'm gonna be honest, I'm still pissed off at you guys. I'm sorry, but I will never forgive me for that. I'm just not too much of a pretentious music reviewer. I already have a close to 1,800 ratings underneath my belt. I have some authority, I guess. Not really. I'm just some random sophomore student. I don't know. It's either this or not. So yeah, it was Shoo Shoo. That's probably one of their more tamer songs. They got more out there songs. Let's see, what album was that? I think it was Girl with a Basket of Fruit. I think that was 2019 if I'm not mistaken. One of my favorite Shoo Shoo albums. It's either this album, but it's mainly a cover album, so it's half and half. Go with a basket of fruit. The one that just came out, and I'm really interested in the one that's coming out on the 3rd of March. No Grief, the singles, really good, and yeah, I am looking for it in general. All right, for the next track, let's talk a little bit about music. As anyone who knows me really closely, they know I'm a really big fan of post rock music. I remember when I was like 14 or 15, I got onto like the musical side of YouTube, and I think I got introduced to, I think it was Mogwai. That was like the first band I got into post rock, and I was like, "Ooh, this is new. What is this?" And obviously, I was like in it's like middle school or high school, so I didn't know. I was like, I'm just a little dumb kid, going on this side. And then when I was 16, that I really pushed it, and I really got into post rock in general. I remember Mogwai, Have a Nice Life. I guess you can put that up there. Godspeed You, Black Emperor, Superman Zion. What other post rock bands? We Lost the Sea. Just a lot of bands in general, and yeah, the genre is just something I have a lot of respect for. The next track we're going to be playing for you, I really cannot pronounce it because I believe it's Icelandic. Sven J. I can't even say it. You're going to hear it in the track. It's by the band Sigur Rós off their 1999 album. I can't even say it either. It's Icelandic. I can't say it, so I guess some reference to Bjork. I don't know. I love this track. It's a pretty long track. It's coming in at 10 minutes and 4 seconds. It is a very dreamy track. It reminds me of almost a weird bit of Mazzy Star, along with Mojave 3, and I guess Slow Dive. I don't know why. It's nothing like that. Nothing like that. It feels like, I don't know if you ever had like your wisdom teeth removed, and they give you they try to knock you out. You get like that weird headspace. This is what it feels like. I don't know if that probably makes no sense whatsoever. I'm probably just rambling like a moron I am, but that's what it just sounds like. It is beautiful, and it would be my dream to see this song played live. Yeah, it would be my dream, and I just love this album front to back. It's a pretty long album. I think it's like over an hour long, but it is well worth the listen. So let's get right into that beautiful track. And that was Sigur Rós. I'm probably even saying that name wrong. The music video for that track is equally as beautiful. It featured performers from the Perlin Special Needs Theater Group, hailing from Iceland. The actors and actresses in that film all have Down syndrome, and it's really well placed together. The music video, I think it's, yeah, I really just like post rock in general. Today's playlist, total of 6 tracks, will be available on my stories online on Instagram. You can follow me at Rigo Hates Music. I am currently writing a new review, the debut album of Standing on the Corner, self-titled. I should hopefully get that done by, call it Friday or Saturday. It's a really good classic New York abstract album, Mexican jazz, hip-hop, Puerto Rican influence sounds mixed into one really good sound. Alright, let's talk about role models. The one person I strive to be like, any of y'all seen that movie Flushed Away? I strive to be like that mouse Roddy. I don't know why. Don't ask why. I just strive to be that sense of, I don't know what I'm saying. I really don't know. The last 2 tracks we'll be playing for today. First one's going to be Echo Bravo by Duster, released in 1998, reissued now on the Numero Group. And the second track is going to be Death Metal by Panchico, off their 2000 self-released album, Death Metal. Slowcore, one of my favorite genre, another favorite genre of mine. Duster, Bedhead, Blue Tile Lounge, Red House Painters, early Sunkill Moon. The epitome of slowcore, just really slow noise, not much going on. Except this song, Echo Bravo, it's gonna hit you like a train. Probably. And then Death Metal by Panchico. It was actually a lost album. Someone uploaded an image on 4chan's Mew, and no one could find it. And then it just went through a whole mystery. And then they finally found the musicians who played the song. And they're like high schoolers, and now they're like adults. And I believe they're going on a U.S. tour in support of their new album that'll be released, I believe, in May. I will be definitely checking the new album out when it once it's released and whatnot. But yeah, it just really goes to show music can go missing. So, main thing, buy physical music. I don't care if you don't have space, find space. You wanna. It's, don't see it as collecting, see it as preserving history. Hey, you see, I like that, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Panchico, I think it was actually a misspelled in the name, but they just rolled with the name since we're not gonna change after 20 some years later. Actually, 20 some, yeah, 23 years later. Alright, let's get into Echo Bravo. Alright, it is 10:29. We're about to wrap it up for today's show. Thank you for joining me for today. Like I said, playlists have been uploaded on my Instagram story, so you can follow me there. Just stick around for the stories, or if you just want to stick around to see just the random stuff I post. It's just basically random nonsense, but hey, it might be interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. Like I said, we had a great run of 6 songs for today. The artists included Panchico, Shoo Shoo, Squid, Blackwing, Duster, and Sugar Ross. Let's see here. Final message for today. Take care of your ears. Yeah, that's actually one thing. I see a lot of people having the headphones a bit too loud. Take care of your ears. That's all I'm gonna say. So like I said, come back next time, 9:30 in the morning, next Tuesday for our next show, and stick around for other great music on the station. As a good days.